Hey guys, welcome to the very first Moss News video edition. In the past, we've only done articles, so this is quite a different change from that. And I think it's just a good way to show off the player's skills and highlights of every run. And I really just thought it would be a great addition to Moss News and the community in general, so I decided to do it myself. And I'm not any kind of video editor or anything, so it's definitely not going to be perfect. Some of the people are going to get less screen time than they'd probably like, but I hope you like it. And it is a lot of work, like I said. I'm always looking for more help if anyone wants to participate, so let's get on to our first run. Alright, so the very first play we're going to show off here is Spef's max low percent no gold hell, done in 19 minutes 43 seconds. This run is insane. Spef is the fourth person to ever complete this category, and it is obviously one of the hardest categories to beat in the game, just in general, having a game be around for 5 years with only 4 people being able to complete this category. Spef handles dark levels, the worm, mothership, super well, taking hardly any damage throughout the entire time, picking up no gold, and his play is just so smooth. He knows exactly every move he's doing, he's calculating out right. And up here is something really special. He sees Anubis dropping blood from a cobra spitting on it. Not many players would have noticed that, actually. They would have had to look a little harder to see that. So he gets a free Anubis kill from a cobra, and he had to maneuver around all this gold, really tough in the City of Gold, just barely dodging that locust. I mean, there's some really close calls in here, but Spef's play, there's really not many players that could have handled it as well as him. Except maybe Kinnajev, at least at this time. And even with terrible level generation, like this level here, Spef is forced to use one of his extra bombs and use his last rope to get past this level generation here without taking any gold or damage. So already he's forced to make this challenge even harder because he can't use any more ropes. And there's very few players that can actually handle a ropeless Yama in just any situation. And even here, Spef is forced to use his last bomb, so just the level generation really wasn't working for him. But he manages to do the whip of the skulls, grab his face, jump down quickly, put the head in the perfect spot, and just complete the challenge, climb up to the exit, and he's done. I really think you should watch the full run. It is really, really crazy to watch. So congrats, Spef. I can't wait to see what else you can do. Alright, next up we got a recently approved category on Moss Ranking, Haunted Max Hell No Gold. Done by Ix in 9 minutes and 6 seconds. So what's interesting about this one is it seemed like he was trying to keep it low percent, at least throughout most of the run. You can even see that he's robbed the black market, didn't pick up any items, kept it low percent, and he just gets to the next level and sees that there's a jetpack magic bomb box, and I guess he just decided it was too good to pass up. So he manages to stay through the run with these items, going through the worm, going through the mothership. He's handling all these levels really well. I mean, it's doing a no gold hell in general is just, it's a tough category for a lot of people. And he even gets the Chris Knife, which is just a really fun item to use, kills Anubis with it. And I think Ix was just having a lot of fun with this run. And I'm glad to see this run on Moss Ranking now, because I don't know, I think just haunted max hell runs are interesting because you're seeing literally every single area in the game. And add on no gold, it's a little extra challenging. So he Chris Knifes Yama and finishes off with a time of 9 minutes and 6 seconds. Good job, Ix. Hope to see more PBs from you soon. Alright, next one we have is Vlad with a very big milestone with an any percent of sub 2 with a final time of 1 minute 58 seconds. He even continues this run after taking an arrow to the face on 1-1. Continues through here really quickly, almost teleporting to lava into 4-1, and then pulls off a really nicely played 6 bomb on Olmec. There was some really top level play in here. I'm really excited to see Vlad continue moving up the leaderboards And the next person he has to pass is me, so, you know, it's only a matter of time before that happens. So, good job, Vlad. This was an awesome run. Next up is Chocolate Cake 5000 with a score of 1.5 million. He starts off with a 1-2 shop with the jetpack and Matic, so it's a clear choice to go for score here. And he does get some vaults, but unfortunately he had a late Ujat in 1-4. I guess it evens out a little bit because it's a snake pit. But he also really doesn't need an early Ujat to PB here. You'll see later in the run that he doesn't have the robot, so he does decide to just carry the plasma cannon throughout the rest of the temple without going through the City of Gold. But luckily he didn't get any vault trolls. He got Jungle Vault, he got the Ice Caves Vault, and you know, he was playing it pretty well the entire time. I think Chocolate, if he just manages to, you know, get that robot, carry the plasma cannon into the City of Gold, he'll get a huge PB because City of Golds are normally about like 500,000. So I think Chocolate, it's really good that he's branching out and he's getting better. He's definitely getting a lot better. And if he wants to continue to score, I think that's probably the next logical step. So it was good to see him getting some practice with the plasma cannon here. He did, however, make an unfortunate mistake of blowing up a second altar on 4-3, so he wasn't able to finish the run, but it was a really great attempt. Chocolate, I am excited to see some more score runs from you, and I hope you can finish a run and possibly get the plasma cannon to City of Gold. One of the lesser known players here is Digi, who frequently does RSVP runs, which stands for robbing shopkeepers very poorly. There's some arbitrary rules in here that involve not using a shotgun at all, but he does manage to finish the run going pretty quickly, getting a score of 321,000, and it was during a daily challenge. So congrats, Digi. We all have our own goals, so it's kind of fun to see some new categories being played. Up next, we have Kirby 703 with a low percent of 3 minutes and 37 seconds. This is a really good PB for Kirby, but he can definitely do better. Having bees block your path on low percent is really detrimental to your time, and he has a lot of close calls towards the end of the run here. Sneaking past that Yeti, he has to do a mummy jump into his landmine, even tanking some locusts to the face after some iframes. Having 1 damage left, he goes into Olmec doing a 2-bomb strat. You can see that he has 1 bomb left, and I think he can definitely do a 3-bomb strat if he knows how to do it. So Kirby, if you're listening to this, you could just always ask anyone how to do the 3-bomb strat if you're not comfortable with it. Well, we'll all be here to help. So it's really nice to see you doing some low percents. I can't wait to see how you improve in the future. But for now, 3 minutes and 37 seconds is definitely a good PB for you. So good job, Kirby. I'm excited to see more. Up next is Tuabiht with a no teleporter any percent done in 5 minutes and 1 second. His recording here was zoomed in some, but we can still see some highlights. He takes the black market and doesn't really take anything from there. Has a little bit of a tough path here from Anubis being a troll. And what's really interesting about this PB is that it's improved his any percent time by 26 minutes and 47 seconds. So that was a huge improvement for Tuabiht. And you can even see he's trying strats like bomb cascading. He needs a little practice with that, but Tuabiht, if you're here, like I've said earlier, the community is always here to help you. But for you, 5 minutes and 1 second is a great time. Up next is MeMasterEthan with a no teleporter any percent done in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. We've been seeing Ethan playing a lot more recently, and he's really just been improving his times these past few months by quite a lot. What's really interesting about this run is it's kind of close to a low percent. Other than getting a few items like extra ropes and this compass here in the ice caves, he does also heal a little bit. But it is a nice show that he doesn't need a jetpack or anything or a ton of bombs to complete a run well under Speed Lunky. So he has a nice Olmec fight here, cleans it up well, and finishes strong. Ethan, I'm really excited to see some more improvements from you over time. Up next is JakeYoshimitsu with a big money of 11 minutes and 39 seconds. This is actually his first big money completion, at least submitted, and what's really interesting about this run is most of his resources were found in the very first 2 shops. A lot of big money runs, you'll find tons of bombs in black markets, but this black market was literally no help to him. There's no resources he could use. And another thing that makes this run interesting is he had no jetpack. It's all done with a cape, which makes it really hard too. So he finishes up bombing the crap out of the City of Gold, but he still needs a little more money, so he goes to the top of Olmec. The reason he needs to go there is just because he only has 2 bombs left after bombing the City of Gold, so it wasn't quite enough resources to save him all this time at the top of Olmec. But he makes it to the end of Yama and does some nice, really nice shotgun strats. Yama is very safe and collects the rest of the rubies and finishes off the run strong, getting that extra 100,000 bonus from Yama from ending the level. This is a really weird category that I don't run on very often, but Jake made it really interesting, so it's making me want to try it more now. We're going to finish off our last clip with a run by Falafel. It is a no gold run done in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Falafel's really good at handling the teleporter, and we've seen him done a lot of practice runs in Frozlunky. He's streamed them and gotten plenty of sub 2 times for any percent. There's a ton of close call encounters in this run, as with most teleporter runs that are fast. And he has some very interesting plays. Going through the Moai, not picking up the diamond, it's kind of hard to do. Telefragging Anubis even. And having to even use a bomb here at 4-3 to avoid getting any gold. And something really cool here is he does the 3 bomb strat, and using Cold's new 3 bomb strat compared to Late Dog's 3 bomb strat, you wouldn't have been able to do that while holding the teleporter in the past. So I think it's a really interesting way of using the 3 bomb strat now. And then he just teleports out of here with finishing off with the 2 bomb and gets a nice PB of no gold in 2 minutes 26 seconds. Really nice job, Falafel. I'm really excited to see that you PB'd. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the Moss News video edition. I don't know if I'll be able to do this every single week, but we'll see. Let me know what you think on Discord.